The jamming ninja. The ninja! Chat protects me. Yo! And for some reason your pyramid is gone. Like Twitch chat is about to say like, yeah, she's evil. Yeah, Sai's true identity get revealed. She's hiding, yeah. Daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan, huh? So what's the jamming ninja? Ninja, the Ninja TV show. I know Ninja, guys. It started from the remake of an old movie. To tell you the truth, the jamming ninja, like the samurai show, is geared towards kids. Why doesn't this have the Steel Samurai melody too? It's the story of a ninja who can scale a wall but became a big pop star anyway. Huh? What? He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. Oh, it's Naruto then. What? But boy, could he sing. Oh, it's Naruto then. With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja with a bright red guitar, and then the final fight in front of his beloved princess Misola. Jammin versus the Muromachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not so jammin' cold. The night before Battle 3. Oh, that's too bad for him. Yeah. But this kind of pop music based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, Pearl. What happens next? I want to know. The Jammin Ninja. Will he be able to sing? What about Princess Misola? Every Sunday at 8 AM. Which show should I watch? Can't believe she's really considering it. So, did you see this camera, my friend? Did you see... Oh, I'm guessing you've seen this case before. It's pretty famous by now. It stands out because it holds the bright red guitar. The bright red guitar, the Jam Ninja's signature item. But if the guitar is so important, how could we forget it for the award ceremony? It does seem a little strange. Maybe he was sabotaged. I can't believe it, a kidnapping. Do you remember what the person looked like who gave this to you? It was that bellboy, and I didn't suspect a thing because he looked like such a normal old man. Yeah, you know, with this zipper line right in the middle of his face. He looked totally like a normal old guy. Don't suspicious at all. Two-Face? No? Old man, huh? They caught this so suddenly that something about it just seemed off, you know? You mean the press conference? Yeah, he said, there's something I'd like to confess if I win. I heard he faxed this request for a conference into the office only yesterday. Yesterday, yeah, that is kind of sudden. But I guess his manager set everything up somehow, so he was lucky. Nice manager, dude. Hey, that's Miss Samus. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little. So Miss Powers liked this type of woman. Yeah, who doesn't? What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know. There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now. A rumor? Ah, if you're interested, I'll be glad to share what I know. He's so happy, he looks like a lion that's just found his next meal. Let's go. The gossip of Adriana. Would you mind telling me about this gossip? Ah, so you are interested in it. I figured you would be. Yeah, I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip too. Oh really? You too, huh? Yeah, so take a look at this. Looks like a tabloid Miss Oldbag would read. Alright, let's see here. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. He ate the bone. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss AA. You see now, don't you? What? You can't stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. Juan Corrida didn't have a manager of his own, which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA. Yes, exactly. This is big news. But it seems kind of odd that woman Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her client, it's a client, guys, you know. I'm right, you're wrong. Ah, it's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people. Circus! Dinner! Mr. Powers looks so happy. Percy is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling. He's like, well, like the sayings go, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. No, actually the saying is, one man's meat is another man's poison. Do your own math. Hello, Lotta again. Oh, I have to break the other, like, thing again? What? What is this bullshit? I never, like, got this, I never backed out of this, like, Cyclock thing before, mid thing, so I guess. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid, Jamming Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager, to the stars, Miss AA. Ah! Mr. Corrida didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. Engard's manager, Adriana Andrews, she has the initials AA. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around. Right? Huh. So let's talk about everything. Can we talk now? The big scoop. You were looking into Mr. Corrida and Mrs. Andrews' affair, aren't you? Weren't you? You got it. I was gonna get myself a scoop by chatting them in a secret meeting. But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news. Just say? Initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna wanna see real proof. Well, at least I do. So that's what I was doing, getting photos. Oh. I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story. Wow, that's a nice journalistic integrity you got there. I really finished writing up my spicy article, you know. But the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone. A note to yourself. It was inside the case of my camera. They done run off together. I came here for my big story. Didn't come here to have my treasure disappeared on me. Yeah, I understand. It's enough to make a gal go bonkers. I tell ya, what's with people now? Anyway. Lotta is all about the truth, yes. She's a very trustworthy person. I never thought I'd see the day when someone done steals something from me. You really want that note back, huh? I've got no idea why though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Not this camera updated. Okay. Let's move. Let's move to Mrs. Oldbag, because she is old. Oh god, she has the helmet on again? Good. She surely has a lot of fun, yes. I mean, 4 locks, come on. What is this case? Alright, I give you what you want. Easy. Easy! I misclicked. Easy, guys! Easy! God damn it. That's Juan's autograph. Yes, it is. Yeah, do you want this? Do you want this? Yeah, do you want it? And it even says "to my dearest Wendy" on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldbag, so that Wendy has to be me, right? Well, it may say Wendy. Somehow, I don't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it. Oh, please, give it to me. Let me have it, please. You want this? You want this? Yeah. Mr. Oldbag, yeah, you want this? Tell me everything. Yes. I can't let you have it just like that. Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange? Wow, she must really want this autograph. My offer isn't good enough for you? Fine, Mr. Wright, you win. Wendy Oldbag, ready to open up her heart. I hope it's only in the heart that is opening up here for all the guys. Well, let's go. Okay, this was easy. Autograph given to Wendy, dearest. 5 million Cyclops defeated. I feel bad for you now, huh? I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room. You're kidding. Oh no. It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business. And did you tell that to the police? Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or 2 out of it. Maybe more. Gift certificate? I've been recruited again. I've been recruited again for that part at the trial, you know, the trial tomorrow. This time, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty, but Mr. Engard hasn't done anything bad. I don't care about details like that. But I know he did my dear poor Juan in. I just do. That yellow-bellied chicken. Yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like. I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it. What did Mr. Engard even do to her to deserve this? Engard's past. Boom, excellent at this game. Oldbag $120 subway card? I guess, yeah. But did Mr. Engard do? Music is gone. Intense. What did Mr. Engard do to you to make you so? You don't know? That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan. Mr. Nick? What is it? What's a scandal? Oh, I'll tell you about this after we get home, okay? Poor Juan. Led astray by the wilds of that vile Tempress. Mr. Nick, what does vials and vile Tempress mean? How about we just listen to what Miss Oldbag has to say for now, okay, pals? So, Miss Oldbag, who is this woman you're talking about? Adrian Andrews, of course, who else? That guy, he showed the girl He shoved the girl onto Juan on purpose. His own manager, but why? I thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. Oh. The girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud. Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Miss Oldback? I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know. And do you have proof that Mr. Engard did what you say he did? Sorry. Hey, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good in Ted. We have fun here. Think she's 5? I don't know. She's 8. Yeah. Hope you're doing well today. I'm having fun so far. Again, I'm getting a little fatigued of talking English, so I guess my stronger voice is gone now. So I'm trying to go for around in half an hour more, and then we wrap this up. Maybe tomorrow. I guess this is a short case. Maybe. So let's see. Next week's issue is a certain magazine says so. Of course, a tabloid. Next week? Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet? Why would Miss Oldbeck have information like that? And where did she get it? Oh, maybe she has the camera. Maybe she has the camera, huh? No. You don't think I have much more investigation? Yeah, I don't know if we finish up investigation today. I don't know. I bet she wrote it herself. I doubt it. Criminals Affair Department. Let's go back and let's... Not back here. Let's see. You are not good at being intimate. Intimate? Intimate? Yes, like intimate with another person. Somehow, I highly doubt that. Oh, maybe I should like. Yeah, I have to present the freaking article, right? It's your own it's your own theory, yeah, maybe. Yeah. You and Mr. Corrida had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you ever had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. In any case, it is Pie's interpersonal relationship like this. I see, however. What if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Me? Need to get close to Mr. Corrida? As if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Corridas for this person's sake? Do you really still not understand? What? It's not in my nature to enjoy doing things for others. But you're a manager. It's called a job. I am in charge of Mr. Engard's. Mr. Engard, the star, not Matt Engard, the man. Oh. And you are not my client. Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake? For this person's sake. For herself? I'll try. Do you really still not understand? Info not found, okay. Yeah. I've felt so much, yeah. So she's done this because someone else, like, said it? Let's go. Detective Gamsho said they had an investigation briefing. Yeah. Oh, he's back. Hey, so we came, pal. Why the blunt greeting? Because there is nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect. Things look perfect this time around. The evidence and the testimony are airtight. The blue badger is there. Yeah, this is true. But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. Airtight evidence. What do you mean the evidence is airtight? I can't give you all the details, Paul, but there's two big pieces. Two? And both of them are in this photo. Another photo. The same photo. The first is the button that is missing from the victim's chest. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, it's a big button, huh? That's the button that you found during your body search of Mr. Engard. Yup, I found in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is the Niffy in the chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact. Yeah, because the fingerprints are on this freaking weapon because he ate with this. Huh. Fingerprints. Whose are there? Whose are they? You didn't even have to ask, little missy. It's obvious. They're Matt and God's. Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Airtight testimony. So what about this airtight testimony? It's that old security lady, Miss Oldbag. I thought so. What do you mean, you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal? Oh, well. And I even told her not to open that mouth of hers and blab to anyone. A blab knob is stuck on 10. And there's no turning it down, trust me. Yeah, well, Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. Engard come out of the victim's room around the estimate time of death. This is not true, by the way. Not true. It's not true. It's not true. This is a contradiction right here, right now. I tell you what happened. I tell you what happened. I don't know where, which character killed the man, but the murder was disguised in this Nickel Samurai's costume. And Miss Oldbag saw, once again, only the costume. It has to be this, right? It has to be this. No way. Surely Miss Oldbag wouldn't make the same mistake twice. We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. A scandal with Mr. Kurita, but why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. I don't know if the girl, if the 8-year-old girl should, like, hear all this. Her name was Celeste Inpax. Celeste. And she was Juan Kurita's manager. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The victim's manager. But that's not all, pal. Miss Impact was Miss Adriana Adriana Andrews' mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knows about the business from square one. A mentor. A woman who has both Mr. Corrida as manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this case? So I guess we know where the I guess we are knowing about the murderer now? So, Samus Aran did kill, I guess. Do you want to know more about her, pal? Yeah, I guess. Celeste Impacts. It's spicy? No, it's not spicy. I guess, plot-wise, this is easy so far, if this is what it is, for now. She was the victim's manager and was also Miss Adriana Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but... Frickin'. This is a very precise info, yeah. I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Miss Von Karma, you can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst. You don't mean. I do, Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. Wait. Please wait, sir. If I don't get this month's pay, quiet. If it weren't for traitors like you, I would have won. Is that what you wanted to say? Who? That voice. No! He's back! Our Lord and Savior! He's back! He's back! He's back! And he is! He's back! Bow to your king! Bow to your prosecution as king! God damn it! Edgeworth! It's been a long time, right? This is Mr. Edgeworth? Oh yeah, what I am going to do with you. Still blaming others when things go wrong. Damn it. You haven't changed a bit, Franziska. Oh, look at this smug smile. You! How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You've soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud. You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are. No, I guess yes. Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed to be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Franziska. How are things going? I hear you are having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back. Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never! Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory. Still the same wild mare she always was. Oh, careful, boy. She's pretty young. Careful with the wording here. Careful, Mr. Edgeworth. Careful. Okay, thank you. He's back, guys. He's back. he's back. Tomorrow's trial. I thought you, the prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died. Mr. Nick. I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of your warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. You're going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard her, right? That wild mare hasn't given in yet, seems. So no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What is that supposed to mean? I have something decisive that you lack. And working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. What? He will be my assistant for the trial? I'm going nuts right now. I'm getting cream sauce all over my lap right now. What? The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need of my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. You shouldn't be spilling pudding. I try to, but you know, it's the excitement. Can't hold it together. That's what is going on inside his head. I'm getting what in my pants? Cream sauce. Yes. Pudding. Proof of Von Karma blood. A lot of things may have happened. I mean, only if this happens. I mean, if they get teamwork, I guess I will finish this case tomorrow then. Looks like a good idea. A lot of things may have happened. However, Manfred Von Karma was still my mentor. And the perfect win record is proof of a Von Karma. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecution trials was so selfish. It would be better for everyone if you never came back from the dead Edgeworth. Wow, I'm like really pissed, huh? I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Why stand in courtroom? You're all nasty. I'm not nasty. Proof of Von Karma's blood, what? Phoenix never go. Yo, full Sundere is not a good thing, right? Well, with Franziska, Franziska in German, she almost always says, "I will defeat you this time." The instant she sees me, but the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client, to save their lives, to save your client, you say. Those who think only for their own ego-driven goals, those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible. Yes, to me. Even if you're a prodigy, or someone like you, Edgeworth. It looks like there is still a lot you have yet to learn. What I have yet to learn? Me? Huh. Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. Oh. Why is he looking so like punished when I want to ask him about stuff? Do you really think so? She was Adriana Andrews' mentor a long time ago, but she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Yuan Karida's manager. And then a few months later, Celine Impax died. But her death was ruled as suicide, right? Yeah, but there is still one riddle we've had yet to solve. Riddle. A suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note that just vanished, huh? Missing suicide note. Punish Edgeworth more. Phoenix playing hard to get, yeah. Miss Impact's death was most certainly a suicide, or what? Of that, there is no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. a suicide note. But who do you know? But how do you know? How? But how do you know Miss Impax had even written such a note? There was no solid evidence, however, we did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself, the victim. Huh. He was on the one who found her body, which makes him the only person who had the chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Corrida hid his own manager's suicide note, but why? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report, part 1 anyway. Part 1. Should I punish him more? Andrea Andrews. She holds a large secret within herself, a secret. You can't help but feel that this whole case revolves around her. While I was aboard, this deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it. Well, refreshing like a spring breeze is his motto. Refreshing? And what is so refreshing about a spring breeze? Sounds like the pollen is not treating him well this year, huh? Huh. Okay, let's go back. I have enough of this. I have enough of his face. I can't stand it. All these feelings coming up. Can't stand it. God damn it. Looks like Miss Andrews isn't here. That's not good. I still have a few questions I want to ask her. And she has that side lock on her hard drive. Well, we don't have much of a choice. I guess we have to come back later. Oh, same room, sorry. Huh. Can I find her right now? I guess not, so... I guess I am not done with Mr. Edgeworth. He has no interest in my freaking lawyer's badge? How could he? I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all, there are the reports that have multiple parts like that one that has two parts. That what you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second part. The second part of the report is about a attempted suicide. The attempter's name. Oh! Yo, thank you. Miss Andrews. Oh, what did she do? She tried to kill herself. She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try to kill herself, though. You think she's a strong career woman. That's just what she wanted you to think. Adriana Andrews. She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide. Secret. Dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. Miss Andrews, dependent. Talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is. Oh! What this about Miss Andrews having a departed nature? Miss Andrews' attempts at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impax. And why did Andrea Andrews think about committing suicide? Because her mentor died? Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Lost her will. But why would she, you know, mentor dead? Her pillar of strength, her mentor, Celeste Impax, was gone forever. That's why. Why would that... Is that what they call following someone to the grave? After her attempted suicide, Andrea Andrews started attending concealing sessions. You gotta go to bed. Yo, I'm wrapping this up in a second too, so you will not miss so much, and I will continue tomorrow at the given time. She is someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely, and once she finds that person, she'll do anything she can to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. And that's the nature of her dependency on others. Oh. When Celeste Impact suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch black. That's according to Andrea Andrews herself. Then that means her super confident attitude. It's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. Horrible. Yeah. Let's go back. Let's see if I can, like, you know, meet her again. If I can meet her again, I will, like, pretend. Yeah, okay. I will try to. Andrews is here, but it looks like she's talking with someone. That's Franziska von Karma. Von Karma? What are you doing here? Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so you got some nerve following me around. Following you? That's you, Miss von Karma. You're the one doing the following. Oh, you're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard. Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl. Oh, this is the beeping. It's like a Dragon Ball radar. Good. What is that? An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this, I know that fools every move. So that noise we heard was this receiver. I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now. Now then, let's stop wasting time. Andrea Andrews? Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed, understood? Alright. What are those two talking about? Miss Andrews, she seems a little dazed, doesn't she? Oh. Is this even legal? No. Is it legal to carry a freaking whip around and like slapping people with this whip? I guess not. So let's go. For Miles Edgeworth. Let's go. I'm very bad at connecting with people. They're so depressing for the most part. But I especially dislike feeble-minded individuals. Yes, well, that's why I don't think I could ever be intimate with you. So I guess she's saying I'm both depressing and stupid. But I'm carrying you very... You are very close with the victim. Say that you like, but you still don't have any proof. You're not good at being... Huh? Oh, I should show you the freaking suicide note, huh? No? Do I reading this wrong? Let's try it again. Do I read this wrong? Let's read it one more time. Why was Juan Corrida murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. and God life in danger with your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Corrida. We were not that close. That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. Oh, now it's... Oh, I have to do this first again, sorry. You and Mr. Corrida had an intimate relationship, did you not? Yeah, sorry, yeah, I have to start all over, I was confused. For this person's sake. So, let's go. Celeste Impacts, your mentor. How do you know about Celeste? Good. Miss Impacts, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Corrida's manager, so I believe you got close to Mr. Corrida, so you could find out more about his suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker or putrid third-rate tabloid. Miss Andrews. There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. I wonder, it would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Because the suicide note? Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? It looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like, maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Corrida? One. And Mrs. Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That is why you became intimate with Mr. Corrida. I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor, however, allow me to say this again. Yeah, you're right. Like, but maybe she killed a man for this, so I don't know. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that his suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. Okay, I don't think that's how you really are. What? I have evidence that says otherwise. This is the proof. Okay, so we given all the evidence now again. Miss Andrews, you nearly went through it with it too, didn't you? Went through with what? Ending your life? Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself. Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember. However, it is all just a lie, a facade. Facade. You always searched out people on whom you can depend on. You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop. I'm sorry about all this, but if you have lies, I will dig in dirt the whole day. When Celeste passed away, so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Corrida of hiding Mrs. Impact's note. You heard about it and thought to receive it from him by getting close, am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes. What do you mean? What topic did we start this conversation on again? It was why was the victim killed? Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seemed that you have become the one with a reason to want Mr. Corrida dead. Me? Miss Impacts was everything to you. and then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself, even commit murder. Murder? Ah, see, I don't have to present stuff. Good. Let's go. Oh, I get a little bit of health back, huh? Motive for murder. It's true, I am a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small and she's small, guys. And I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. Never wanted anyone to find out the truth. Andrews. Yeah, bring the kid. This one thing. It's the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret. Mine and mine alone. Sorry. You probably think I am worthless. I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note, and that someone was Juan Corrida. Celeste, without her, I become scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. So you got close to Mr. Corrida to recover her suicide note, correct? Looks like the tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so I understand. Oh, I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide, I'd like for you to keep it a secret. Andrews, if people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live. Alright, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews. I guess she's the overthinking type. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first. Thank you for your discretion. You know, the thing when you shut your trap forever and never say things to someone. Good. Mr. Nick, can I ask you something? What is it? Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hands since a little while back. That card? Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding? Huh? Oh, this. I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag. What is it? It looks like a seashell. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. Not her remembering something clearly sounds like it wouldn't be a rare coherence. Coherence? Well, I must be off. I'll leave Mr. Engard in your capable hands. Okay, yeah, I heard enough for today. So, I will save and I will continue this tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching and thank you so much for making some time for me. If you want to see this live, I highly appreciate checking me out if you watch this on YouTube maybe.